morning, Lake Catholic. Today is Thursday, October 29th, 2020, and this is CBN News. I'm Nick.
And I'm Luke, and here's what's happening in the den. We'll be running another round of quick announcements, but stay tuned because it will be your turn to vote as we listen to class officer speeches for President and Vice President this morning.
This October deadline has been extended due to the virtual learning day tomorrow, so you can bring your donations until Monday now. The winner will be announced Tuesday.
That's right, Nick. As it stands, seniors with $47.75, freshmen with $55, faculty with $145, juniors with $166.75, and sophomores with $210.02. Can anyone catch those sophomores? Be sure to bring in those donations on Monday and find out on Tuesday who won.
We've gone to playoff action and everything else this year. Why not being champs for charity? Bring in those donations, people. Speaking of sports, let's head over to Ryan and get a recap.
Today we've just got a quick recap for our Lake Catholic sports. Volleyball won yesterday. Nora Vargo won player of the match after an impressive performance. Girls soccer plays today against Chagrin Falls at 6 p.m. away. And football has a game on Saturday away at Northwest. Good luck, guys. Back to the news desk.
Hi, Lake Catholic seniors. This is Mary Lynn Dixon. I am your LEAF advisor. I'm going to be working with you this year, and I just want to make sure that you know who I am, and then I'm going to provide you with a senior leaflet. I just want you to know that I will be working with you one-on-one to get you through this college application process and financial aid. Thank you.
Hey seniors, the deadline to get your baby pictures and messages into the yearbook is today. Contact Miss Paradise or Miss Shear with any questions. Remind your parents today.
For lunch today, Chef Xavier has prepared bourbon chicken with fried rice and sauteed Asian veggies.
Just a reminder from what Nick said earlier, tomorrow is a virtual learning day, so be sure to log into Google Classroom for any and all work assignments. There will be no need to log into Google Meets tomorrow. That's all we have for CBN News today. I'm Luke.
And I'm Nick. Stay tuned for the Lake Catholic version 2020 right after this. Don't go anywhere. Have a great day.
Grace.
Hello, for those of you who do not know me, I am Grace McCalligan. I am running for freshman class vice president. I am running with my wonderful partner, Catherine Riddler, who would make an amazing president. First off, I would like to say I am really excited to see so many candidates. It is a very scary thing to stand up in front of an entire class and give a speech. I know what everyone thinks of when they think of a candidate speech, so I'm not just going to stand here and brag about myself and why I should be vice president. Instead, I'm going to tell you what I would do if you were to vote for me. If you are too scared to run, I don't blame you. It is not easy. However, if you are one of those people who wants to have a voice, I will be there to listen. It is very important to me that I listen to other people's opinions and not just my own. If you vote for me, I don't want you to think of me as just a leader. I want you to think of me as one of your friends. You should feel comfortable coming to me about ideas for anything. That is what I believe makes someone a good leader. If I was elected, I would love to enable the other candidates to have some important part on the student council. Just because we won't all win doesn't mean all of our opinions don't matter. In fact, they matter just as much, if not more, because we are all experiencing the school on a day-to-day basis in different ways. I'm sure we all have different ideas that are important to making Lake Catholic a better place. I would love to be your vice president, but honestly, any one of the candidates would do well in this position. Also, don't forget about my running mate, Catherine Riddler. She won't disappoint. So to end this speech, what I want you to take away is that I will be here to listen, and I will promise to value everyone's opinion no matter what. Thank you for your time and attention. Good luck to the other candidates.
Hi, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Catherine Riddler, and I'm running for your freshman class president. Now I know that you're listening to a bunch of different speeches, so I'll try and make this as quick as I can. First, I want to tell everyone who is running kudos, because to stand in front of your class and or on CBN and give a speech is a nerve-wracking experience for anybody. Everybody knows that student government plays an important role for the students. Whoever the class votes for is who becomes the representative for your grade. Think of the big picture. Everyone voting sways the votes one way or another, making your voice heard whether it's quiet or not. If you vote for me as your freshman class president, I will ensure that your voice is represented no matter how big or how small. When you envision a leader, what do you think of? When I think of leaders, I think of hardworking, responsible people who know how to manage their time. I'm involved in many things including cross-country, marching band, LC singers, mock trial, ambassadors, and soon to be more. If you haven't figured it out yet, that requires a lot of time management and scheduling to figure out how to participate in everything that I want to participate in. To top it all off, I managed to maintain a 4.0 grade point average with all honors classes and 2 sophomore classes. I was also in student council last year for my school as secretary, giving me the experience of student government. When it comes to ideas, everyone wants creative ones. One of my ideas, if I am voted as your freshman class president, is to have a freshman dance of some sort. Since freshmen don't get to go to homecoming or prom, a freshman dance would be a fun way to grow as a class. Even with this whole COVID thing, I'm sure something could be figured out. Another idea I have is a Thanksgiving food can drive. Whichever homeroom of each grade brings in the most cans, you get to participate in a turkey bowl. At my old school, we held a turkey bowl where you chuck frozen turkeys across the gym floor trying to knock down pins, so basically bowling. Remember, these are just ideas, and with your help, there can be so much more. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to give you a speech, and I hope you enjoy everyone else's speech, including my running mate, Grace. I'm Catherine Riddler, and I'm running for your freshman class president.
I'm Hannah Pattie, and I'm super excited to be able to run with Gigi as a class officer. I assure you that we will listen to anything you have to say and bring attention to it, while also coming up with our own ideas. Working with Gigi, I want this year to be full of excitement, fun, and many memories. Even though our freshman year isn't going like previous years here at Lake Catholic, we will work hard to make up for it. High school is a big part of our lives, and we all want to be successful. We are both student athletes and understand struggles students have, which include being involved in extracurriculars, maintaining a good grades, performing well in sports or on stage, and accomplishing any goals you may have. We are very similar to all of you guys, and voting for us would help to make changes that can directly impact your lives here at Lake Catholic. As the rest of this year plays out with COVID, We still have control, and Gigi and I want to lead you all to success. Thank you for listening, and vote Gigi and Hannah for your freshman class officers.
To the majority of the students listening right now, Lake Catholic is a second home. I was told as an 8th grader that my years here will go by faster than I know it. We come here to learn and grow, but honestly, it's more than that. Freshman year is the first year of high school. The first impressions you make on your classmates and teachers are happening right now. The memories we make here last forever, and so will our friendships. Working hard alongside Hannah, we want to ensure that we have a memorable experience. Although we have sports, we have band, we have clubs, and are able to come into school, us freshmen have not gotten the same experience as the previous freshman classes. We are here to listen to our fellow classmates' ideas and take all of them into consideration. This year, let's go out of our comfort zones to make Lake Catholic an even better place and think about what we want for the rest of our freshman year. Vote Gigi and Hannah for freshman class officers and keep Lake Catholic great.
Fellow students and faculty, today I will prove to you that above all other opinions and subjective points, that I am, in fact, the best choice for the vice president of your freshman class. First of all, my name is Dominic Orlando, and I may well be the coolest person you'll ever meet. However, that aside, I'm here today for a much deeper reason. I'd like to become the vice president of your freshman class to foster service. Service is incredibly important because it's such a broad term. It can be anything from helping your old neighbor mow the lawn to donating to a homeless shelter. Those may seem incredibly different types of service, but the important part is that both of them you're helping someone in need. This is what service is, the act of giving something you have to someone who needs it. And the most important part is that you do it cheerfully. Service doesn't mean a thing if you don't want to do it. Cheerful service, if everybody helped out and did cheerful service, the world would never experience any sort of tragedy. Of course, this will truly never come to fruition. However, I will always try myself to be the person who helps out with no payment. And I hope today, even if I haven't convinced you to vote for me, that at least you'll try to help someone, just one person. Thanks for all your time. Good luck to the other candidates. And remember, Park and Dom for Prez.
Hello, Lake Catholic. If you did not know my name, I'm Parker Pecor, and I'm running for Student Council President. This year has been a year of constant change, constant changing of plans, constant changing of schedules, and changing routines. With all this change, I want to make some change for the better. My goal for Lake Catholic is making coming here an even greater experience for the students for years to come. You can count on me to make the school better because I will listen to your ideas and problems to make change catered to more of the students. Now, I can't do everything like replace the water fountains with root beer or no class Mondays, but I can make decisive decisions to actually do something with the time I have. So in the chaos of 2020, help me make change at this school. To close, I want to end this speech with a quote from Pope Francis. Pray for me that I make the least amount of mistakes. Thank you, and vote Parker and Dom for class president.
My name is Alex Newnes, and this is Juliana. We are very excited to run with these great people. Thank you all. We decided to run for student government because we wanted to make this year memorable. It's unfortunate that COVID is here and we have to wear masks, and that we want to make this year better than we expected it to be. Juliana and I have an idea to have a suggestion box for what you guys want to do. We want everyone's ideas to be heard and taken into consideration. If we are able to, we would love to do everything that is suggested to do. Juliana and I do not want to make this all about us. We want to make it about what you guys want to do. One idea I have is to honor the people in our community, like teachers and workers. We want to make a positive impact in Lake Catholic High School. If we keep up with how we are doing, we will continue to have a great school year. And with your suggestions, we can make it better.
Over the next 4 years, we can make a huge impact in our community, and with all of our help. I have a short list now, but with your help, it can grow and make our experience better.
Oh my God. Hi, y'all. I can't speak. I lost my voice. Hi, y'all. I'm Juliana, and this is Alex. Today, we are here to talk about something serious. You may think school rules and student privileges are not your business, but you'd be sadly mistaken. I won't try to get all up in your business or get saucy, and I certainly won't burrito around the bush. Alex and I are well organized, responsible, and creative. It's not just about Alex and I becoming class president. It's about all of us working together to come up with good ways to make us closer and stronger as a 2024 Cougar family. If we get elected, we would make a suggestion box so you guys can put your suggestions on things we can do to bring us closer together. Alex and I will do our best to work with administration and teachers to get it done. I know we've been in quarantine for what seems like a decade, so as freshman class officers, we would do everything we can to have a fun year, even while wearing these masks and the social distancing. But Alex and I, because a vote for us is a vote for all of us.
March 12th. Sound familiar? Have you heard that date before? That's the day the world came to a screeching halt. Don't you feel like you want to skip this song in your playlist or read the last page in the book to find out the good ending? Life is something we took for granted every day. Last year, we all dreaded waking up, putting on our tights and khakis, and sitting in classrooms for 6 hours straight. Now, after being on lockdown and quarantine for over 3 months, and for me this past week, I know I wouldn't trade any of this for the world, and I know you wouldn't as well. This year has proven that life is a gift, and it can be taken in a flash. It should be cherished, not just in the moments that bring us happiness, but the ones which also break us, because each and every day is a gift. We aren't guaranteed the rest of today. We aren't guaranteed tomorrow or another Friday night under the lights or another spring break. The plans that we might have made or planned out might come crashing down all around us. The sophomore year that we have all been looking forward to has already turned on a dime in a second. Homecoming isn't the only thing we've missed out on this year. Friday music in the hall, NDCL Spirit Week, and I honestly miss seeing all of your beautiful chins. With me and I as your 2020-2021 sophomore class officers, we are promising to bring you so much more to this year. This COVID-19 pandemic has turned our world upside down and is challenging us to come together in ways we could have never imagined. Staying 6 feet, of course. This is our blank page, our new beginning. The pen's in our hand. Our ending is unplanned. So let's live our sophomore year with arms wide open. Today is where our book begins. Me and I are promising you that we will be prepared for the unexpected throughout the rest of this year. As we're staring at the blank page before us, our new beginnings start now. So let's not skip this song. Let's not read the last page in the book. We're starting fresh.
We were all thinking, wow, 2020 has been such a good year. I wonder how much better it can get. Well, I'm standing right here in front of you, so obviously it's about to get so much better. Hopefully you all know me, but if you forgot, I am Mia Slogar. I play volleyball and fast pitch here at Lake Catholic. I am also an ambassador and partake in spiritual life. I was your latest class president, and I'm back here to make it a repeat. You are all probably wondering, why is she even running again? Didn't she already do everything she could last year? The answer to that is no. Freshman year was the year you embarrass yourself way too much, make friends with strangers, learn the basics of high school, and make way too many memories that you forgot most of them. And sadly, all of that got cut short. We never got to finish the end of the school year activities, and I want to make sure we get all those back this year. Let's be real here, the freshman dance was a blast. Boys, I know you want to be cool and say it was lame, and I know we forced some of you to come, but I know deep inside that was one good memory you'll always have. I want more events that make us look back and say, wow, I'm glad I chose Lake Catholic. My mission for this next school year, cancel 2020 and make 2021 the most memorable year. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. How's a 15-year-old girl who can barely pass freshman honors Spanish going to cancel a whole year? You're right, I can't do it. Alone at least. I need all your help. 2020 will be the best school year, and I guarantee it with me as your president. We need to band together as a class, power through this together, and make the most out of the new year. 2020 has been a downhill slide, but with me as your class president and Sophia as your vice, the levels inside of 2021 will be astronomical. 2020 is sus. Time to vote it out and vote me in. I promise I'm not an imposter. Let's make this school year one to remember by voting Mia and Sophia as your class officers.
Hi, I'm Sarah Grubach, and I am running for Vice President. As you all have known from this pandemic, anything can change in the blink of an eye. Abby and I both have siblings that graduated in the class of 2020, and we had to watch their hearts break as their senior year got torn apart. We cannot predict what is in store for these next few years, so we need to make the most of this sophomore year. COVID has made a lot of things difficult for us, but there will always be a way we can all work together to make this year better than the last. After all, we have 3 months of memories to make up for. We can make the best of this sophomore year by planning a lot of fun activities. For example, we were all upset that our very first homecoming was canceled. I'm sure we would all love to have a sophomore homecoming later in the year adhering to the COVID guidelines. Another fun idea would be to have a movie night out on the football field, being outside where we are socially distanced. We could all bring blankets or lawn chairs and project the movie onto a screen. One night, we could try to hold a karaoke night where we all mess around singing our favorite school-appropriate songs. We need to take advantage of Ohio and the sometimes beautiful snowy weather, and have outdoor activities such as snowman building contests or even snowball fights. At Lake Catholic, every morning we enter to learn and every night we exit to serve. Even though we may not be able to do hands-on volunteering, we can hold a dress-down day to raise money for Project Hope, our Lake County neighbor who provides shelter and food for the homeless. We can also hold food drives for our local food banks. We can find ways to help others while bonding as a class community. God promises to make something good out of storms that bring devastation to your life. Romans chapter 8, verse 28. We can overcome the disappointments we have faced and grow for them. Vote for Abby and me, and we will do our part in making this year count. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Abby Kane, or as I'm sometimes better known by teachers, as Gracie's little sister or one of the twins. I think we can all agree this year has been weird. We spent the last 2.5 months of our freshman year wearing our pajamas and Zooming from the comfort of our own beds. There were no spring sports, kick it, or saying goodbye to our seniors. August brought us back together, coming early to school to take our temperatures, wearing masks, and somehow getting a condensed version of our fall sports seasons. It's been a year of change and adaptation. Last year, I considered running for class president, but then figured, why bother? It won't change anything. This year, I look back at how many things are changing, and I know there's so much opportunity to make things better and bring new ideas to senior leadership. I know a lot of people see me as a little bossy, assertive, and sometimes loud. This very well may be true, but these are also the same traits that have helped me to organize, lead, and get things done in many aspects of my life. I feel the sophomore class needs strong leaders this year who are willing to not only come up with ideas, but also follow through and get our class the events we're missing out on, even if we have to adapt to the new protocols and limitations. We are not losing our sophomore year. We're just recreating it. We will look back, and these new events and adaptations will still give us amazing memories of our classes, friends, and even the games we had to watch on YouTube as we formed our small student sections from our family rooms. The band will still play, the cheerleaders will cheer for smaller crowds, and our various sports teams will play and be thankful for every game because, as we know now, every game is a gift. Sarah and I will fight to give our class the most normal moments and even some abnormal ones too, if you give us the chance to represent you. We both watched our older siblings lose so much in their senior year, but they have told us to make the best of what you are given because these are the best years of your lives, and the moments can be taken in the blink of an eye. I want to end on a quote from Robin Williams in the movie Good Will Hunting. You'll have bad times, but it will always wake you up to the good stuff you weren't paying attention to. Yes, the past years had some bad times, but now we must pay attention to the good stuff we have been fortunate enough to be given at Lake Catholic High School.
Hey guys, for those of you who do not know, I am Elena Vincent running with Sophia as your Vice President for your 2020-2021 school year. Not only am I a part of the soccer and lacrosse team, I am also a passionate advocate for our community. As your Vice President, I plan to continue my advocacy as your classmate. As Sophia said, together we will assure you that we will work hard on your behalf and do everything in our power to make Lake Catholic the best it can be. Let me add that with our personalities, we will lead our class in a fun and united way. As your Vice President, I will make sure that your thoughts and ideas to improve our school are considered. I will be a Vice President who is full of energy and spirit, working together with our students guided by our teachers. Together we can make one of the best and most fun classes around. I believe that Sophia and I will be a strong leadership team for our class. As leaders, we hope to implement, respect, and have responsibility together as a class. Just with those deeds, we can brighten up anyone's day. We will show kindness, integrity, and equality, along with being role models in how we act and what we say. I believe together we can achieve great things for our class and community. Thank you for your consideration and good luck to all the other candidates.
Good morning, Cougars. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sophia Lonchar, and I am running for your class president for the 2020-2021 school year. I come here today with years of previous student government experience as I held various positions during middle school. I am a member of the volleyball team along with being a student ambassador. In this position, I assure you that I will work hard on your behalf, listen to your ideas, and do everything in my power to make this school the best that it can be, considering our difficult times. I believe that my experience, passion, and personality will help me keep the Lake Catholic community value traditions. Above all, I believe that my most important job will be to listen to you and communicate with you regularly. As you can see, the future depends on our ability to work together. Cooperation and teamwork will get us far. If you elect me as your president, I promise to lead with openness and honesty. I will lead with your best interests in mind and welcome all of your ideas for making our school even better. I'm here today not only as a candidate, but also as your friend. And like a good friend, I will be honest with you about the challenges our school faces. Also as your friend, I will be asking you for your help. No one person has all the answers or can do all the work. Together, we must be strong and cooperate to achieve our goals. As your friend, I believe in you, our community, and the school. I believe in our ability to work together for something great. Milena and I are asking you today for your vote. We know that we have the qualities to be effective leaders. Let us begin our journey of making Lake Catholic the very best it can be. Thank you for your time, and good luck to all the other candidates.
Hello, my name is Iva Bruketa, and I'm running for Vice President. As most of you know, I'm also called the one and only redhead, but I do not consider myself as one. For those of you who do not know me as well, I am 16 years old, and I have a cat named Meats. It is spelled M-I-T-T-S, not like literal meat. My grandma from Croatia started calling him that when she came to visit one summer, and he's been called that since. I'm also the girl who has taken German for 3 years, but still gets asked what the Spanish homework is. Now, enough of the random facts. Let's get down to business. My partner and I, Gianna Carselli, also known as Queen G, are talking in front of you today to tell you all about how being president and vice president of our junior class would make this year to be the best one yet. Gianna and I have been best friends since the beginning of the soccer season during freshman year and have only grown closer to one another from there. This has given us the ability to communicate and work really well together for the best possible outcomes. She's also one of the sweetest and kindest people that I've ever met, and she fits the role perfectly for a class president. Now, for the real reason as to why Gianna and I are running. Our main goal is to ensure that this year is the best that it can possibly be. It's upsetting that COVID-19 has ruined so many planned events this year, but there's no reason to keep dwelling on something that's out of our control. Instead, we can look at the positive aspects of the situation and work with what we are given. Meaning, Gianna and I have come up with a variety of different ideas that will guarantee junior year to be the greatest year possible. One of the most exciting ideas that we are more than happy to share with you is not wearing masks anymore. Just kidding. Unfortunately, masks will continue to be a mandatory requirement on a real note of what ideas we would present. We would get the rest of the junior class involved to make sure all voices are heard. We would both create a Google form with a list of different ideas or events we could all participate in. Then, whichever idea receives the most votes, we take into further consideration. Gianna and I are more than happy to communicate with the rest of you on what ideas you all have. One of the most important factors for being a president and vice president is to be able to work with anyone about anything. As previously mentioned, we both have these qualities. Thank you all so much for listening. If elected, I promise you that Gianna and I will be the most hardworking and dedicated class officers for the 2020-21 school year.
Hello everyone, my name is Gianna Carselli and I'm running for the position of your junior class president. Most of you may know me as the short Italian soccer girl, aka Queen G. But to learn a little bit more about me, I'm 17 years old, I'm a pro at the pogo stick, and I'm from Russell Township, even though most of you probably don't know where that is. Also, for some reason, people think I talk really loud and don't know what an inside voice is. But for real though, what's an inside voice? My partner running for vice president, Iva Bruketa, aka the one and only redhead, has been one of my best friends since day one of the soccer season freshman year. She is one of the most hardworking and sweetest people I know, and I feel that we make a great team. She's the perfect person to be your vice president. I know this is about to sound corny, but together we are Jiva. And Jiva will do everything we can to make this year the best it can possibly be, hopefully without Miss Rona interfering. We are here today to tell you why you should vote for Jiva. Eva and I will dedicate our time to help make this the best year it can be. We are productive and hardworking people who will put in the time for our junior class. You can consider both Eva and I as another friend, someone who is always there if you need to talk. We will always be open to sharing and brainstorming ideas with everyone for possible events that we could put on at Lake. Obviously, with what's going on with the pandemic, we may tend to dwell on the negative. However, we can all come up with possible ideas that will make our junior year the best. Some things that Eva and I are referring to include fundraisers where you, the class, choose who we would be donating the money to. We would come up with a number of organizations, then take a vote. This would be done with having competitions between classes or homerooms, and the winner would obviously get a prize. Another idea Eva and I have come up with, if approved obviously, is a spring fling, but casual style. We would have to wait until the nice weather comes along, but we can have a big junior class bonfire with music, games, and food. Our goal is to hear your voices and bring our junior class closer than ever. I appreciate you all listening to my speech today. If elected, Jiva will do everything in our power to make it the best junior year. Thank you so much. Queen G out.
Hello, Lake Catholic. You probably know me as the dude who loves Michael Jackson, constantly listens to his music too loud, and my voice happens to be its own decibel. Well, that's me, Mason Mager, the loud, wacky, weird, Michael Jackson fever drumline enthusiast. I know what you're thinking. What does this guy have to offer? How to shake his body down? Not only that, but I'm here to be a representative of the student body. Most people right now would tell you how nervous they are. But for me, I'm not nervous. I'm highly confident right now, and I'm confident that my running mate, Miss Rosalind Curtis, the duo to end all duos, are here to make this school year a great year. Now, why would I be good at this? What could I possibly do to be good at being vice president? Well, this past season in marching band, I was the equipment manager of the band, which means I took care of every piece of equipment and sanitation and had to make plans of everything we would not normally do. Of course, I couldn't do it alone. With my co-equipment manager, Olivia Stein. Right there, that shows teamwork and my willingness to be open and creative to other people's ideas and opinions. My running mate, Miss Curtis, and I work as a really good team. And that is one of the most important things when choosing your class officers. That creativity and determination for success in an amazing school year. You need someone who isn't afraid of addressing things that need to be done, things that need to change. And if that's what you are looking for, that's us right there. I would just like to mention, if I do get elected, I would like to advocate for Kung Fu Panda Wednesdays, because why not? It sounds pretty fun. So today when you are voting, remember that I'm the person that would do anything to advocate for your students. Ms. Rosalind Curtis and I, we will be there for you. We will advocate for you and make sure in the midst of this pandemic, we will make this the greatest school year ever in the history of pandemics. Thank you. I love you.
All right. Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are all having a great Thursday. For anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Rosalind Curtis, and a couple of fun facts about me is that I'm 5'5" without my shoes. I love yelling at my friends in the hallways, and I'm running to be your junior class president. Firstly, I want to say that I'm so happy to be here in the presence of everyone. Being able to go to school here every day really is a gift. Together, we're all living in such an abnormal time. Now, in the movie, Meet the Robinsons, there was a quote in the movie's end credits. It said, "Around here, however, we don't look backwards for very long. We keep moving forward, doing new things and opening up new doors, because we're curious, and curiosity keeps leading us down new paths." We've all been faced with this new normal. Being stuck inside for so long, we've had to close up our doors instead of opening up new ones. But that did not discourage our curiosity. By following guidelines, we have been able to continue to adjust and keep moving forward, making proper changes to have all of us be here today. I know that I will keep moving forward no matter what adversities are to come, and I will face these problems head on no matter what I can do. With me as your junior class president, I know that all your voices will be heard. Any questions or concerns brought up to me will be addressed no matter what I have to do. I want to help anyone who has an idea that their curiosity has brought them to be able to make their idea become visualized and possibly be a reality. And sometimes, I often find myself sitting on the sidelines of situations, waiting around for things to change. And then that's when I realized the quote from the Lorax has true meaning. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. I now understand that I have to be the change that I want to see. And if I can't make any changes, I'm going to have to change my attitude towards it. And some of the cool new things that I would want to make to this, cool new changes that I would want to make to the school would to have more dress down days that would cost $1 and have the proceeds go to a charity. Whether the money goes to a local homeless shelter or a World Wildlife Foundation, such as the COVID Relief Fund, I want to make a positive impact no matter what I do. If you do elect me to be your junior class president, I understand that with this great power comes great responsibility, and I want to use my time in this position to do good inside and outside of the Cougar community. Another idea I have is to have another fundraiser for Kick It for Cancer. I know that we have the infamous Valentine's Day fundraiser, but I was thinking that we could have a Christmas candygram fundraiser with different holiday treats such as candy canes and other Christmas-themed items. And we can't forget to send your favorite people some Christmas carolers to sing some Christmas songs. And my final idea I bring up to you, as per my partner's request, is that we have Kung Fu Panda Wednesdays. Now, I know my speech has been kind of long, and I apologize for talking your ear off, but I just want to quote the Lorax one more time by saying, "How bad could I possibly be when I'm just doing what comes naturally? How bad could I possibly be when I'm just following my destiny?" Thank you all, and good luck to my fellow classmates.
I'm Ava Morgan, and I would like to be your class vice president. Hi everyone, I'm Jade Morgan, and I would like to be your class president. On Thursday, March 12th of last year, Mr. Fuller came on the announcements and announced that all after-school activities were canceled that day. The next day was Friday, and it was already a scheduled day off, so we were all excited for the long weekend ahead of us. There wasn't too much worry or thought about the afternoon school cancellations. Little did we know that day would be our last day of school as sophomores at Lake Catholic High School. There would be no more school sports, club meetings, spring musical rehearsals or performances, no sophomore class dance that we had been planning, no Kick It for Cancer, no prom for the juniors and seniors, no passing of the torch, and no more high school memories for the rest of the school year. It is for this reason that Jade and I would like to be your class president and vice president. We love Lake Catholic and we want to make the most of our time together at Lake Catholic. We want to help create as many opportunities and make memories together as the junior class that we will all be proud of. We believe that we are the best choices for class officers because we share a unique bond. Ava and I share a lot in common, but of course we have our differences. For example, our favorite sport to play is soccer, but I play midfield and Ava plays forward. We both like ice cream, but I like vanilla and Ava likes chocolate. And we both love vacations, but my favorite is Disney World and Ava's is a relaxing trip to Hilton Head. As you can see that even though we are similar in a lot of ways, we do have our differences. And that's what makes us great running mates to be the junior class president and vice president. We definitely complement each other by having our strengths in different areas. I'm a planner and very organized, and Jade has great ideas and the determination to put them into action. For example, we were disappointed that we couldn't have our sophomore dance last year, and it is likely that a typical dance will not be approved this year. Therefore, we have thought of some fun outdoor activities for our class that we could do that would possibly be approved by Mr. Fuller. Something else that we've put some thought into is raising money to help certain causes. There are many people and organizations that definitely could use help financially due to the effects of the COVID pandemic. And an idea that we've talked about is having a dance marathon. This is something we could do by social distancing to raise money to help people in our community who need it. We're asking for your vote to continue to make our class the best at Lake Catholic and to make the most of our time together as a junior class. We hear all the time about making the most of high school and getting involved in all that we can. This is something that Jane and I both feel strongly about, and we want to get as many of you, our classmates, involved in sharing ideas and helping plan events that will create memories and benefit our class, our school, and our community. So we are asking for your vote as Ava as vice president and me, Jade, as president. And we promise that we will do what we can to make it a great junior year and make the most of the restrictions we have on us because of COVID. Ava and I are the same in a lot of ways, but our differences are what make us a great team. Remember, it's a twin thing. Thank you.
As you all know, our sophomore year was abruptly and unexpectedly cut short, and the start of this year has not been what most of us had hoped it would be. What we need to do is maximize and enjoy the amount of time we have left, because in 7 more quarters of schooling, we will be saying goodbye to one another. This made me realize that we have already passed the halfway point of our high school years. It seems like yesterday that I was walking up to you and saying, "Hi, my name is Marisa. What is yours?" So here I am one more time saying, "Hi, my name is Marisa Troha, and I am running for vice president of our junior class." Here are a few reasons that will help you understand what makes me who I am. I'm a basketball cheerleader, I play lacrosse, and I have been dancing since I was 2 years old. One thing that I have heard over and over is that everyone says to step out of your comfort zones, to try that new club, sport, or organization, and that is why I am here trying this new leadership role to be elected as class officer for this school year. I think that each of us have an idea that would help benefit our class in showing our fullest potential, and I would like to be able to share and discuss your ideas. Now that you have heard a little bit about who I am and what I like to do, you may be thinking, why should I vote for you? Well, to start off, my running mate, Maddie, and I have known each other since we were 12. In these past 5 years, I have come to learn that Maddie is a very strong and trustworthy leader. She is always able to take charge in difficult situations and is able to make quick decisions to help those around her and remain calm. She and I have been in many situations that have been able to show our strengths and weaknesses that we bring out in one another. I would like to be elected for class officer because I want to be able to challenge myself to become the best leader I can be. Our goal here at Lake Catholic shouldn't just be to get an education to help us succeed in life, but to reach out of our comfort zones and help benefit our community and school. Do you want to be the class that leaves a huge impact on our school and community for years to come? I want our class to be remembered for having some of the best outcomes from working together as a whole, and in my opinion, that means being successful as people, not just in school. If elected, an idea I would like to make happen is being able to make our class stand out by deciding on a class t-shirt designed by you, our junior class. Another idea I have would be to raise money for an organization that helps benefit our community and that shows how strong of a bond Lake Catholic has among the student body. Now that you have learned who I am and why I'm running, I'm hoping that you take this into consideration when voting on who you think would make the best president and vice president pair for our 2020-2021 school year. Whether or not I win, I would like to encourage you, my classmates, to make the most out of the opportunities presented to you and for our class as a whole to be successful in the remainder of our junior year and our upcoming senior year.
Good morning. As most of you may know, my name is Madison Kangas, although most of you probably just call me Maddie, and I am running for junior class president. I am a basketball cheerleader and I play lacrosse here at Lake Catholic, and outside of school I am an Irish dancer and have been dancing for 12 years. If elected, I will share my ideas and do as much as possible so I can make them become a reality. With my running mate Marisa being a very hardworking, organized, and motivated person, I believe we would be a great president-vice president pair. I believe Marisa and I being a great president-vice president pair has many benefits, such as being able to understand each other easily during situations and being able to listen to each other as well as our classmates. One of the things I noticed when I was a freshman was how the upperclassmen always showed leadership. During the 2019-2020 basketball cheer season, I was given the role of cheer captain. Being a captain to me means being a leader. If I was elected president, that is exactly what I would do. I would be a leader of our class and I would do everything in my power to be a good representative and put as much time that is necessary into helping make this unusual school year the best it can be. Some of the ideas I have for this school year would be having more bonding activities and a few service projects. Another goal of mine is to have as much student involvement as possible. To be able to have the best school year, I feel that we should be able to do as much as we can to spend as much time with our classmates and friends, but still follow the coronavirus guidelines. I would like to do a few service projects because they would help give back to the community and they can show how well us students can represent Lake Catholic. Since we all love Spirit Dress Down Days, an example of a service project I had would be to have more dollar dress down days to help raise money for a cause. One more thing I wanted to share is that when I was a freshman, I was told that you shouldn't even blink because by the time you open your eyes, it'll be time to graduate. I remember hearing that and thinking it wasn't true, but here I am, as a junior, looking back and thinking, wow, how time has flown by. Even though we had part of our sophomore year taken away from us and having about a year and a half left of high school, we need to do all we can to leave an impact on our school and make the best of our time here. With all of that being said, I hope that you will consider voting for Marisa and I to be your 2020-2021 junior class president and vice president.
those of you who don't know me, my name's Joe Malcheski. I happen to be our quarterback of the world-class football team here at Lake Catholic. I also compared myself to Lamar Jackson the other day. John and I are your class officers due to nobody else running against us, so thank you. John and I may be having a rough time in Mr. Mott's calc class, but we do calculate that we will have a great year. We both participate in many sports and various activities around the school. We do things like open houses. This year has been very unpredictable due to COVID, but we want to make all the normal activities happen to the best of our ability. We will hear your ideas out, and we'll definitely make them happen. Events such as prom, graduation, pep rallies, and Just Down days make Lake Catholic special to us. We base John's leadership skills from his Honda Civic driving skills. I think we'll have a great year. Thank you for your time. We're looking forward to making your amazing ideas happen. I'm Joe Malcheski, and I bench 290 pounds.
Joe, it's you. Some of you may know me as John or JMO, but today I'm your president. Joe and I are your 2020-2021 class officers. Senior year is the year we've all been waiting for. But then the Rona hit. Joe and I are very capable of leading this class. From our experience in various sporting activities, extracurricular activities, and open houses, we want to make this year the best year possible. We plan to keep normal events such as dances, dress down days, and other normal activities that we want to have. We want to represent everyone's ideas and make them possible. With our ambitious attitudes and Joe's very impressive benching ability of 290 pounds, we are confident that we can make this year great again. Have a great day making Lake Catholic great.
Thank you for your time, and let's make Lake Catholic great again. Oh man, what are you doing?